Let's check out the latest toys for 2025 at Toy Fair.
Hey everyone, welcome to Toy Fair 2025. I'm Claudio here at the McFarlane Toys booth, and let's kick things off with our apparel line that is coming very soon. We are finally putting our action figure photography on t-shirts and apparel, as well as some comic book art from Todd and Spawn. I've never personally seen toys on t-shirts, but it's very unique. This is the cover of the Batman Spawn comic, recreated using our resin statue. Here's our Spawn section. We have two resin statues. This one is based off Spawn #1, the comic. And here we have a prototype. It's gonna be a resin statue of King Spawn, based off King Spawn #1. Here we have the Todd McFarlane and Spawn 2-pack, and here's the next beautiful sculpture, resin sculpt of Spawn. There you go. Down here, we have the Deviant, based off Todd McFarlane's latest comic book called Rat City. So this is what he's been focusing on. We do have Blood Axe, like from the McFarlane Toys digital section. Here he is out of the box. We're going back to that old 2006 style McFarlane Toys hyper detail that people love. Soft goods cape, looks stellar. I can't wait to add that one to my shelf. Here's our Marvel collection. So we have a 1/6 scale and 1/10 scale action figure. I'll go through the 1/10 first. Here we have Black Panther, the latest offering, as well as Carnage down here. This Carnage is beautiful. I love this Carnage. We have Captain America, we have Spider-Man's, here's another Cap, and these two big, gigantic figures in the back. These are our 1/6 scale statues, and this Venom is our latest release here. Here's a 1/10 scale Beast, based off Jim Lee's cover, X-Men #1, my favorite comic book of all time. So we are trying to build out the cover of Jim Lee's X-Men.
I have that comic.
Yeah, and you collect all four and they connect, right? Remember that?
Yep.
So if you want to come down here, here's Magneto from that cover. There's our Magneto. So on your display, you can just have them all in a row. There's that Magneto from the famous cover. Here's our latest release of The Thing. Well, he's not available yet for pre-order, but he's coming soon. The detail and the sculpt work on this is phenomenal. It's beautiful. So we're getting hyped for the Fantastic Four. And here's Cyclops.
There's the other cover.
There's Cyclops. So we're getting there. And then we have Spider-Man, based off J. Scott Campbell's artwork. And here is Venom. This is based off Todd McFarlane's Venom run. So that you can tell that's his style. Last but not least, the 1/6 scale Marvel collection that we have, featuring Hulk, Wolverine, Captain America, Thor, and a couple new reveals for you today. So here is Deadpool, one of the coolest 1/6 scale statues that we have going on. It'll be available for pre-order very soon, so I'm excited for that one. Here's Spider-Man based off Secret Wars. Love that. Got that cool tingly spider sense over here. And then we have this beautiful Iron Man. I cannot wait to add that. I love the Avengers, so this Iron Man is gonna fit right into my Avengers shelf. Here we have our McFarlane Toys digital offerings. We have a McFarlane Toys digital app. It's a program where you import figures into a 3D space. We get the physical figure, as you can see here with Shrek, and then you get a McFarlane Toys digital card here that you scratch it out and you redeem that code and then import that figure into the app. So you could take photography in there. You can basically make a digital showroom of your own collection. I've never seen toys in a digital app space like this, so very unique to McFarlane Toys. Here we have Brzrkr, based off Keanu Reeves' comic book, and he loves this figure. He saw it at San Diego Comic-Con last year. Comes with about 12 guns, knives, swappable arms, and head swaps that are all covered in blood, because the comic book is so gory, we had to incorporate all those details into the figure itself. We have more of our digital offerings, including Robin from Earth 22. We have Joker from the Silver Age, so your classic Joker. We have a variant of the same figure as well in a black suit. Super cool. We have this beautiful Superman based off the artwork by Jim Lee. This is also part of the digital app. And here's a reveal for Toy Fair 2025. is Superman from the Silver Age. To me personally, this is the coolest Superman that we've ever released, the most accurate. You get the physical and you get the digital. Down here we have Blood Axe from Spawn: The Dark Ages. I'm gonna be showing you an out-of-box figure of this momentarily, but here is a special reveal for Toy Fair this year. So it's not on the market just yet, but it's coming soon. Again, part of the digital app as well. One of my favorite figures I think that we've ever released of recent years is this beautiful Wonder Woman by Jim Lee. Look how gorgeous this is. That Superman from Jim Lee, this Wonder Woman by Jim Lee. It's part of the McFarlane Toys Digital, so you put her into the digital app, you can have the Justice League on your shelf and in the app as well. So I love that statue. It's one of my favorite in my entire collection. The makeup on her lips and her eyes, mesmerizing. Here we have our DC Direct offerings. These are going to be resin statues. Here we have John Stewart Green Lantern, one of the coolest lanterns if you ask me. Here we have Weasel from the new Creature Commandos TV series. We have Batman. This is a newer sculpt. We take a lot of pride in our resin statues, the sheer amount of detail that we can incorporate into it. His eyes are insanely detailed, right? That cowl looks fantastic. He does have a fabric wired cape, so you can pose out the cape however you want. People have been asking for wired capes, so we are starting to get right into it. Here we have Zatanna. This is based off the artwork from J. Scott Campbell. We have 3 other statues designed by J. Scott Campbell. This is his Zatanna. Beautiful resin statue, beautiful makeup work. We really killed it with this one. And then we have Superman here. Love that Superman statue as well.
Is it a fabric cape as well?
This one is not a fabric cape. This one's all resin here. So we do have non-fabric and we do have fabric wired capes. Here's Joker from Joker Folie à Deux, the sequel to The Joker. I can't explain how amazing this one looks with all the detail and the likeness of Joaquin Phoenix there. Looks spot on. And just that pose, that presence he looks dangerous. This is Punchline, based off the Joker comic. Very sought after and requested. If you look close into her neck/chest area with all those nice intricate details, as well as her boots. It's a beautiful sculpture. We also have this incredible, I keep saying this, but here's Catwoman, again, resin statue. That pose, you can just feel her jumping off a building and it just looks super cool with her whip just flinging in the air like that. And then here we have the Joker. I can't, unfortunately, remember the comic that this is based off of, but that looks ridiculous. Him riding a trike with a bang gun, classic Joker, in a straight jacket, of course.
Of course. It's just like what Joker would do.
It's very Joker, yeah.
Yes. It's like, I'm having fun and let me shoot someone, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you're next, We have our cowls. These are not resin, these are PVC plastic, so don't worry, you're not gonna break them or anything. And the price point, I believe they're around $20. So if you want a beautiful accent to your Batman collection, you can't go wrong. If you like the animated line, get the animated cowl. If you like the first appearance of Batman, get the Detective Comics number 27 cowl. Batman has so many cowls throughout his timeline and throughout his life, so we're not gonna be running short on cowls anytime soon. Here's some of our offerings from Superpowers on this top shelf. These 2 vehicles on the left and right, these were crowdfunded last year. Here's the Bat Sub. And on this side, we have the Manta Ray ship. Manta's in his own ship. They all have cool action features. They're very toyetic. They're for the old school collector and for the young crowds. Based off the Super Friends cartoon series, we have our Super Friends. These will fit right in with your DC Retro Batman 66 figures that we have previously released.
He looks like the Adam West thing.
Yeah, exactly. He's it is the Adam West body, different head, and that Hal Jordan is my favorite Green Lantern. I won't say he's the best because to each their own, but he's my favorite. Now the DC Multiverse line. This is a Commissioner Gordon reveal for Toy Fair. Here's the Final Suit Batman mega figure. This is a new reveal as well. And here we have Hot Girl, super sought after and requested character. People are obsessed with her, and now they got her. We have Green Arrow and Hourman as reveals for Toy Fair 2025. We have the McFarlane covered recreation, so we're gonna take a famous cover, and we're gonna create a toy based off that cover. So here is the cover Batman, The Killing Joke. If you don't know that comic, you're probably not a DC fan, but that is a great cover, and here's our first one in the line. Not released yet, it's coming soon. Here's our Justice League wave that we released last year, next to our Batman Begins wave that just went on pre-order last week or 2 weeks ago. So I love that Christian Bale Batman. He looks phenomenal. Again, 7-inch figure with a wired cape as well. Here we have older offerings that we've released before, our Frostbite edition that glows in the dark. We have the single release of Batman Begins. We previously only had him in a 2-pack with the Batmobile, but now he's a single release. And we have some older offerings. Here's some new ones actually. This is Batman Orange Suit based off the Rainbow Batman. So we are going comic accurate and expect to see some more Batman in the future. We have our MonsterVerse crossover with DC. In this 2-pack, we have Titano and the Flash going on pre-order soon. We have Godzilla and Superman. It is a 3-pack, so you have the 7-inch scale, you have the 3-inch scale, Superman, as well as Godzilla. Godzilla does have articulation, jaw, neck rotation, legs, elbows, knees, and he does have a wired tail, so it does articulate. And here is Kong with Batman, and again, you get the 3-inch Batman as well in the 3-packs. Here's our Page Punchers Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. The likeness of the Supergirl from the comic book is insane. Going down from the hair curls, it looks so accurate. People love this one. We finally have a proper Supergirl. We have Batman from Justice Society of America and or Kingdom Come, the comic book run. People have been wanting Superman from Kingdom Come. And again, Page Punchers also come with a comic book. So you get the toy and you get the comic book. Here are Todd's mods. This stands for Todd McFarlane's Outrageous Design. So he takes a character that we love, like Batman, and gives them the McFarlane flair, gives them exaggerated features, hyper detail, and in the case of the Superman, small head, big hands, and big feet type deal. So if you want to accent your collection with something unique, bang, throw in a Todd mod and you're set. Well, thank you for coming by the McFarlane Toys booth. If you want more information on all of these products that I've talked about today, visit McFarlane.com. You can also follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter/X for more information, pre-order links, and what have you. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Toy Fair 2025.